Canary. I am the Dread Canary. The game is Against the Storm, and we continue our Iron Man run where I play every difficulty twice with a goal of getting all the way to Prestige 20 without ever dropping a game. We are on our 5th attempt, and it is time to go up to Prestige 10, a new high for us. Now, we have a couple of options. We can go for the Gathering Storm, which frankly sounds terrifying, which every year the storm lasts longer. The Bandit Cap, where we cannot trade, also terrifying. Trade is so good. We've got two options on the Ancient Battleground, where you gain bonus hostility. And don't believe the lies. 50 bonus hostility is not what it's at when you're in the prestige levels. And then, of course, there's the Shattered Obelisk, where you cannot use the time function, which I refuse to use because the pause function is so essential. I don't like that this is in the game. I've played with it, and I won't use it again. Now, given that I'm already kind of feeling iffy about being able to handle Prestige 10, I'm not going to do any of the special modifiers. We are just going to go straight out this way and do a... You know what? Let's make it a little bit interesting. Let's do the Cursed Royal Woodlands and hope that it's not too bad. And then let's call ourselves something like Hallows Down. Sounds good to me. And we will need to pick a caravan. Obviously, I'm not going to pick an 8 of just beavers. I want more people, and so we'll go with the beavers and harpies because it comes with a nice bonus to people. Given that I have harpies, it seems like it'll make sense. Well, I should always get parts. And, you know, I'm going to start with some fabric just so I can get some harpy houses down right away. And let's do this. Hope y'all are having a good day. Let's take a look here. We have 5 amber every drizzle season, plus more amber for higher hostility levels. That's extremely useful. Okay, we can only sacrifice 2 instead of 3 stacks of stuff. Resources that we sacrifice burn faster. Fuel increases. Well, all kinds of fuel issues. And services or people destroy their yields. And that is, of course, on top of all of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 downsides for playing on Prestige. Now, oh hey, we got the classic start. And of course, in the Cursed Royal Woodlands, you cannot tell which glades are safe and which ones are dangerous. But you can click home to teleport right back to the hearth. Or sorry, click H, I should say. Might stand for hearth. I think of it as home. Doesn't really matter. Regardless, we are going to create some woodcutters camps. We are going to want to get a trapper's camp, a herbalist camp, and a harvester's camp. We are also going to want to create a couple of harpy houses immediately. We will also create some temporary shelters and the ever popular comforting wall. We should also put down a crude workstation. Make sure this is a harpy. It is. This needs to be beavers. And this needs to be at least 2 beavers. And we'll add a harpy in just to fill out the slots. Look at that. We already have 2 harpy houses down. And, you know, let's go ahead and make one more. Extra trade route, and traders arrive faster. That's good. Bonus leather is always nice. Bonus amber for completing a bunch of trade routes. Hey, we got a first-time chat. Just wanted to say hello. Been greatly enjoying the YouTube videos, as this is a bit late in my time zone. Thanks for the great videos. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying those, and I'm glad you could come say hi, even if you don't stick around. That's wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and take burnt to a crisp, just because I like getting options on coal. A ranch could be good if I had something to power it, but I don't know that I'll have anything to power it. A rain mill can also be good since both of these like biscuits, but again, I would need something to power it. The trapper's camp and the herbalist camp could be good as well. I'm going to go with the herbalist camp here just because I have harpies. We've got that chance of bonus production. I think the game's trying to tell me something, so I'm going to take the rain mill. The guild house can win games on its own, which is why I'm tempted, but the leather worker guarantees access to efficient fabric, which we will absolutely need for harpy happiness. And of course, training gear could be good because harpies like brawling, and tools are very good as well. The tools have recently gotten a bit of a debuff, so let's go ahead and take the leather worker, and I'm going to be kicking myself later because the guild house is amazing. I just feel like I need the production values. I will definitely be trading stuff, so I'll get amber, but I love these flat bonuses. Packages this early in the game is going to be hard to do. And I don't really want to be using the makeshift post if I can use something better. So let's go for the one that gives me +1 bonuses to stone and clay. Yeah, again, I don't have a way of getting this many tools, unless I started with them somehow. Yeah. And since none of the buildings I have give me tools, that's just straight up impossible. As much as this is a huge benefit, I can't do it. Let's go ahead and take the one that gives me parts. +1 copper might be good, but I don't generally think the Cursed Royal Woodlands gives you much copper. Harpy Resolve at 15, or packs of crops plus 3 trade routes. I'm going to go with Harpy Resolve. For one thing, it gives me parts, and parts are expensive and hard to come by. Of course, the good news is I might actually be able to knock out this Harpy Resolve order pretty quickly if we get these walls built. Because the walls will add +2 global resolve, and then I can favor them for an additional +5. There we go. And there we go. So, what do we want to do next? Next, I think we want to collect everything from the Harvester's camp and everything from the Trapper's camp, just to get those out of the way. Right now they're taking up space, and I want those resources. And there we go. We can turn this in. Let's wait for the Queen to get just a little bit more impatient, though. As you know, I like maximizing my time. It's why I really prefer the human bonus. We're also leaving harpies favored because we're getting a little bit of reputation from it, and who knows, maybe that's going to get us a little farther. Hey, there we go. Orders, turn this in, get some parts, get 2 more harpies, and those 2 harpies can go on. Okay, now see, the Weaver, given that I took a leather worker, Weaver's not as good. The plantation would have been great with a ranch, but I don't know if I'm going to have any farmland. Scrolls is something that both harpies and beavers like. Beavers like ale, and it would give us some access to tools. So I think in this case, I should probably go with the scribe. The plantation's so good, though. The plantation is potentially ongoing, sustainable food stuff, plus as much fabric as I could possibly want. I'm going to go with the plantation. I talked myself into it. This might be a bad idea. I don't know. I'm going to go up here so we can pop open this glade as soon as we hit the next drizzle. Oh, hey, we got more people showing up for the stream. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you here. This is Prestige 10. We are just trying our best. We're favoring the Harpies early to try to get some early resolve out of them. I'm not too worried about this. The leather worker, okay. Unfavor them real quick, and we should be good to go for the rest of the storm. I can throw a harpy in here just to give them a little bit of happiness, and you can just start making as much fabric as you feel like. Let's go ahead and open up this glade. And let's see who our third race is. Humans! Good to know. Well, for one thing, I can get rid of this harpy. Get rid of this harpy. And let's go ahead and... Oh, hey, there we go. We got the plantation. Leather worker. Really? Game? The game's just trolling me at this point. What do we need here? Well, we can do this with fabric. We kind of have to do loyalty, I guess. Bury the entrance versus perform a ritual. Okay. Well, Queen's going to lose patience a lot faster. But the good news is we will have the fabric, so I can add a second harpy in there. And you know, let's throw 2 harpies in here. More charges on deposits. More wood production, but harvesting speed is slower. Lose all stored food. I can't afford to lose all stored food right now. Let's go ahead and take Rooty Ground. And let's see, what do you want? 2 dangerous glades, and if I don't... impatience points, great. Harvester's camp is out of stuff to harvest. Well, that's fine. We've got plenty more up here. It's forced delivery, because this only requires 2 fabric. Now what I can do is I can do this, and we can investigate it. And then, of course, I should do that. And we should do this. There we go. This, meanwhile, I want to put right here. And we've got that already. Let's put a harpy in the crude workstation to start making other building materials. What do you think of the new system of rewards for events? I really like it. I like that we have more flexibility in terms of how we deal with different types of situations that we encounter in the forest. I like that tools are no longer the only way to win at certain difficulties. I like that you can open caches with just rocks. That makes it finding a cache much more rewarding. I think it was a great move. So packs of crops. Now before I take that order, I do want to check something about orders. Or recipes, rather. If I go to packs, you can't use plant matter. which means the plantation is kind of worthless. We'll try it anyway. Have building materials to give us clay, leather, and wildfire essence, or get grain and get humans to be happy, and we'll have some free pie. Well, if I get a chance on a small farm, I kind of need to. I liked always being able to use tools. Now I have to be more flexible and better at the game. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to act out your sobs. Oh no, I hate +2 humans per year. That's terrible. We're gonna go with building materials. I don't like having the game force scale my people. Like, I'll accept all the villagers that show up, but I don't necessarily want to be drowning in people. Let's go ahead and grab a rain mill, and we should probably get started on this blight post that we'll need next year. Nice little road there. Push this sideways. And we're going to focus on getting these trees down so we can have that plantation up and running. Meanwhile, that's working, and the queen is getting angry. We have all the fabric we could want. That's excellent. I do need some more housing, but I haven't exactly given myself space for it. We should also build ourselves a makeshift post. Small trapper's camp is out of stuff. Well, that's fine. We'll just... Oh, hey, stonecutter's camp. Do I have the parts? I do have the parts. That's great. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a stonecutter camp for this seam arrow. Throw another harpy in the crude workstation. And now for this year, I do believe I'm going to have to fire some woodcutters. One woodcutter counts as some, right? Okay, people are still mad, but I think it's this. So if I give it a few seconds, yeah, it was just that. And of course, that gives us some amber. Now, I should also move that a little bit closer, put a road here, and let's throw down a trading post. I know some people like to put their trading post down in year one, but frankly, I don't see it really worthwhile at higher prestiges because the trader won't buy my stuff for worthwhile money, like, at all. So really, it's just an invitation for highway robbery. Let's go ahead and put down another harpy house. Ooh, cheap trade routes is good. Free amber when we make packs of trade goods is good. And the vegetables is really good if we get a small farm. But I'm going to go ahead and take Titan's Belt because I really like cheap trade routes. Alright, we'll take the one with more humans. Yes, I did notice it also coincidentally happens to have more beavers. No, that's it's not favoritism. It's it's favoritism. Like, I can't pretend it's not favoritism. It totally is. I do want to stick a harpy in the blight post, and we're going to say go up to 20 purging fire, which is way more than I expect to need. Hey, we can do a trade route. Of barrels? When did I get barrels? Well, let's not look a free 8 amber in the mouth. Go ahead and do that. Hi, how you doing? I have so much amber. I forgot that I have that free amber per year thing. That's huge. Okay, farmers carrying more is amazing. Free brewery is great. I think I'm okay on food. I don't really feel the need to get specialized food right now, so I'm not going to. Maybe if I had free... I do need those packs of crops. Maybe if I bought... No, I'm not going to. No. We're good. Thanks, buddy. Now what does this guy want? Actually, do you have oil? You do. And it was oil and 2 dangerous glades? Okay. Let's go ahead and buy 20 oil. Selling fabric there because we are making fabric rather efficiently, and we've got tons of harvesting plant fiber yet to collect, so we should be good. Plus plantation is really nice. That feels a bit dangerous. How long do I have on this? 20 minutes? Yeah, never mind. We're not doing this part. We're just gonna push our way deeper into this, and let's salvage. I don't have any bricks or reeds. I don't really want to rebuild it. I could think about getting a 3rd woodcutter's camp, though. Which is probably a good idea. And let's see, if I do a plantation, yeah, right there, that looks beautiful. Whoop. Wait, no. Whoop. There we go. Stick this way. Run a road from here down to here. Beautiful. Oil to solve glade events? I'm sure you have commented on that before. Yeah, but that's not actually why I took... Like, in this case, it specifically goes to the Queen's Lickspittle. What a name. It's to deal with a ghost specifically. Let's see. 2 hearths upgraded to level 2. Well, we know I love upgrading hearths. Fulfill religion 70 times. Only humans like religion? Let's go ahead and... Oh, +1 planks. When I've got beavers? Yes, please. 10 villagers with jerky. 12 harpies at a time. Alternately get beaver resolve all the way up to 30, which is quite hard to do, but it gives me bonus roots. Not that I have a way of getting roots. I think I'd rather have the bonus berries, given that I have a plantation. So we're gonna try to get jerky at some point. Hey, I can deliver this. That's fun. Let's go ahead and deliver that. Yes, yes, yes. I have to. I have to take a workshop. The workshop is so good. The workshop is so good. The workshop will give me both of my other building materials. Just, oh yeah, yeah. Have to get a workshop. And then we will slap a brewery next to it. As soon as I remember where I store my brewery building. There it is. This needs 6 of everything. Let's set a cap of 6 of everything. And then during the storm, I'll put 2 humans in here, which will be pretty good. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and move this to this side. we want to clear out as much space around this hearth as possible, so I can start putting down some advanced housing, because right now, only harpies have advanced housing, and not even all of them. I used to hate the workshop when I first started playing because it was only 2-star production. I've since learned the error of my ways. Yeah, so for one thing, bricks only go up to 2-star production. So it's a most efficient possible bricks building. And pretty good planks as well. It's just such a good way to get everything you might need. Let's go ahead and turn this all off, and we'll get rid of these. I'm just going to give permission to open up that glade entirely. They're not going to get to it, because I'm probably going to fire them before we get through the storm. I do miss the race bonuses of the other buildings. Yeah, there is that. But if you get enough, if you get enough 10% chances for double production, you hardly miss it. That's not what I wanted. Now, how much? We've got plenty of plant fiber, so for now we're going to say just berries. Let's go ahead and fire these harpies here. This should be fully staffed. Looks good. We've got not enough cysts, so let's throw, or not enough fire. Let's go ahead and throw some harpies in there. And if I look at building materials, we still don't have what we need to... Oh no, we have what we need to salvage it. Let's go ahead and salvage this. I'll add some beavers to keep them company in a minute. Let's go ahead and delete this building. And what we want to do is fire them. And you know what? Let's fire them as well. Hey! One beaver can cut his way into the... your videos were the ones that convinced me of the workshop. Cool, I'm glad. I'm glad that you find it helpful. I'm always worried, because I know there's like Ron Empire, I think, only streams at Prestige 20. And so I do kind of worry that mine are less interesting, but, you know, I don't like the pressure of just playing at Prestige 20, and I feel like this is a interesting enough challenge to watch. Trade route. Sure. Just to get our trade reputation up. We're going to bring this up here. And of course, I did promise some beaver aid. Ugh, beaver aid. That sounds gross. And I never started collecting that seam arrow. I should do that too. Alright, trade route. Oh, heck yeah. Safe haven. It's just so good, lowering hostility. Ooh, 10% higher chance of doubling production, but 20% chance of consuming twice as much food. I don't think I'm ready to put that kind of food strain on, so we're going to take the safe haven, because we're in the middle of upgrading our hearth. So we need the one with the most humans, which coincidentally happens to have the most beavers, but again, it's not favoritism, dang it. I'm just trying to balance my races. I prefer the balance you have of some challenge, but also it is relaxing and not fraught. Thank you. I'm glad that it appeals to someone. That's kind of the point. You know, different strokes for different folks. Games don't have to be as hard as possible. But apparently they do have to be a little bit safe, because that didn't get me anything I needed, and we are running out of time to appease that ghost. So, hate doing it, but we are going to rush a second glade this season. You, beaver, you needed wood chopping. You must go. Your people need you. And we're going to actually stick all 3 on rushing into this glade. Vliss, hey buddy. Before I get to you, I'm going to sell some sea marrow. Alright. 34. Oh, that's such a good bonus to have. Bonus scrolls. Free packs of provisions. Villagers. Beavers and the harpies having a chance for double production if I get education going. I have to go with the movement speed, I think. Movement speed is just so amazing. And I don't really want to buy anything else that he has, so we're not. Got our ruin rebuilt or salvaged. That's great. I want to put a couple of human houses back here. Now, what do we have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This will be 11, and I'm going to delete these. Let's actually just delete them now. We'll run a road around here. And we're going to move our comforting wall. Much comfort, very wall. There's so many innuendos, possibly given the beaver love of wood. I mean, they write themselves, right? Which is what makes them too easy. We're going to go ahead and 2, 3, 4. Throw a row of bushes down there. I don't know why bushes are the one that I just think look the best out of all the aesthetics buildings. Wall, corner. A little bit of a road here. You know, maybe that shouldn't be a human house. Maybe this should be a beaver house. Alright, well, we found another safe glade, which is, again, annoying. We don't have any food I can turn in for money, but we do have a place to put a trapper's camp for food, which is really nice. Orders. Turn that in. And an herbalist camp. Great. Don't want to risk opening up another glade right now. But we are trying to get this guy. We have some loose humans, right? Yeah. That I can stick on insect duty. And, you know, let's go ahead and say that we just want packs of crops out of mushrooms, and we want 20 of them. With a human, I think. We got some food coming in, but our food situation is going down. That said, once these berries get harvested, we should be alright. How am I looking for? I don't really have anything I can use for roads. Wine and a guild house. Well, I already turned down a guild house. I don't know if it's going to give me another option. I can always build packs of building materials in the mill. And packs of trade goods. Do I have a thing that does trade goods? No. And because of that, I think I have to go with this and hope for a building that lets me make wine, because I'm definitely going to have access to berries. Let's go down here, grab ourselves another plantation. I think that looks nice, with a little bit of this. Food's going up, that's excellent. go. Alright. Hostility 2, trade route, bricks. I don't think I can justify selling bricks when I need human houses, or maybe we've got enough bricks already set aside for them that I can, so let's go ahead and do that. We've got tons of wood, so if my people are miserable, I can try doing a happy burn. That's what happens when you have rooty ground. Food's going down. Yeah. Don't love that. Throw a second harpy on the blight post real quick. What if I sent... no, I'll wait for the spring. Or, I'm sorry, not spring, drizzle. We'll wait for the drizzle. Okay. All trade routes are faster. Love that. Ooh, faster glade events is also good. Let's do faster trade routes, though. Yeah, I'll absolutely sell some coal. I forgot that we had that purging fire effect. That's fantastic. Let's go ahead and... Beaver? Beaver? Beaver. And we are going to rush our way into there. And once I see who my next set of people is, take the one with the most humans, I'm actually going to send 2 harpies to investigate that for money. Yeah. The reason we're low on food is because these guys can't harvest very quickly. You know, I know you're idle, but I'm going to leave you there anyway, because I want to make sure we snag any insects that come in as they come in so they don't get eaten. I suppose I could turn on consumption controls, but I don't like doing that. Might as well, though. Okay. So we need tools or stone. Great. And you want... You would take tools and burn 12 cysts. Well, we'll be able to do yours just fine. It won't be removed. Oh, that's not great. Herbs is good. Oh, hey, that's enough for a forager's camp, but... Oh, we do have the parts. That's great. Forager's camp it is. And a copper mine. Wonderful. Oh, packs of crops are, of course, where a lot of our food is going. Let's go ahead and stick 2 humans in the forager's camp. Trader is going to arrive shortly. They're just waiting on a few more insects. Hey, how you doing? Bonus coal. Crystallized dew, cosmetics, and wine. The ability to make biscuits. Okay, now this is rough. I don't have any way to make flour at the moment. Otherwise, the apothecary would be amazing. The ability to make wine is needed for the liquid luck option, plus cosmetics is good for harpies, and crystallized dew is good for tools. Okay, so I think I go for the alchemist hut. And then, what did this need? So it's like ale, 5 tools, or training gear. Training gear. 30 training gear? 30 training gear. So this is our next priority. Then what? Well, this... Where'd he go? Did I not get the event? Darn, maybe I opened it too late. Never a trader problem when you need one? Yeah, there is. What are you talking about? So that makes this doable, and this is totally doable for points. Go ahead and throw some some beavers in it. Choose our loyalty reward. Harpy's resolve is low. Well, they're probably hungry. So as soon as they eat something, they'll be okay. Of course, the fact that this is going to increase hostility is not great. That said, I have a ton of wood, so maybe I don't need this many beavers right now. Maybe we can lower hostility and work on these fishman totem. That needs planks. Why are beavers unhappy? They're hungry. Right. Okay. What can I do about that? Not a whole lot, as it turns out. What if I did this? This is going to be a real bad storm, guys. You can turn the consumption control off now. That is true. I certainly can. If you could just eat something, that would be so good. Just freaking eat something. There's tons of food. You don't need me to be burning like this. Actually, what I should be doing is that. To try to finish this before the storm hits. Because the storm's going to be real bad. Okay, people are eating. This still hasn't gone yet. Final order, biscuits and pie, or biscuits, jerky, and skewers. Well, biscuits and pie it is, because the other one seems harder. This one I might be able to solve with a bakery. Let's go ahead and actually move my makeshift post over here. We will put down an alchemist hut. When you temporarily have lots of free workers, is it worth building a lot of paths? Maybe. I have specific aesthetics I go for, which is I like having, you know, my cities look a certain way. But I generally like paths as a this is an actual city kind of situation. Yeah, see. This is the problem we're going to have right here. If I do this, that's as far as we can burn. Which means we are automatically going to be kind of stuck for a bit. But not much I can do about it other than to let people go. Actually, given that people are going to go, I think they go faster if it's low. You can shift-click all your paths down to -5 priority so they will do everything else first, then it won't matter. That's cool. Hey, glad to see you showing up. Can you really? I mean, I guess I can't if they're already built. Why are you stuck on this? Oh, well, for one thing, I should put a limit of a... $50 on each of these and a limit of 10 on that. And we lose a beaver right here. A scout. No, 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 no. Harpy Builder doesn't bother me. Huh. Well, Forester's Hut's not bad. I feel like of these... Since I have to get a guild house, I should get the bathhouse. Free meat and grain. Yes. 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 Free meat and grain when I finish a dangerous glade event is good. Not very good at games, struggling with Prestige 5. I mean, you know, practice. I've been playing since it was in just a demo version. So, like, this is years at this point. Let's go ahead and sell this. Let's go ahead and sell this. Let's go ahead and sell that. Okay, we want beavers. Specifically, we want beavers wood cutting. Where can I get 2 humans? Well, we can take 1 human off of that, make that a harpy, put a human here, replace this human with a harpy, and put a human here. Small Trapper's Camp is out of food, but that's fine. Because there's insects up here they can be gathering. We've got our packs of crops, so I can... Nope, that's the wrong building. We can stop doing this. And that will increase the yields from our plantation. Is Prestige 5 the double building cost? The one that takes a bit of getting used to, for sure. I think so. I think that's right. Okay, now we need something that's going to let us do grain. The herb garden would let us do roots. Which we could then turn into flour, which we could then turn into biscuits. Forger's Camp is nice. I don't need crystallized dew because I can already make that. So I think I have to go with the herb garden here. I love the herb garden. The herb garden's great. It's just a question of, like, can I make it fit my current strategy? And I think I can. This guy is waiting on me to Oh, yeah, I didn't appease that spirit, which is sad. It's okay. Full. Full. Got spot for 2 more. Now, what are we waiting on in this area? Well, obviously I need more decorations. So let's go ahead and put some bushes. Great, now I'm going to think of the bad lip reading, Hiding in the Bushes of Love song. That was a bad lip reading of Star Wars back in the day. I don't know how old my meme references are, now that I think about it. Let's see. Ooh, what if... No. No. This area is just going to be a wall. So we are just going to run a wall to there. And we will move this a little bit this way. It's around 2 a.m., so good night. Thank you for the great videos. Hey, I'm glad you were staying up for me. 2 a.m. for you. Oh, you must be in England. Like England or Europe. Nice. Glad to see you here. Wall crossing. No, the wall crossing should be here. Because this should be a corner. And we want a wall crossing here. And just a wall running all the way back. And that should do it for walls and plants. And then all we need is a bathhouse with maybe some shrines. And that'll complete our first glade. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much. Yeah, I hope you do too. And also with you, let's say this needs parts. If I get rid of this, we should have enough parts to make it. We lost a Harpy Blight Fighter? Why? Why are you sad, Harpy Blight Fighter? Now we need to figure out where to put our next hearth. And this looks like a great spot, but there are some trees in the way. So let's go ahead and get those trees out of the way. Trade route. Just a little bit of coal. Herb Garden has no farm fields nearby. Well, I know, but if we just do this, we should be fine. Vliss, hey, jerky, ooh, jerky's good. Free provisions for a grade, bonus fabric. Now let's go ahead and get the smokehouse. And I am willing to sell you an ancient tablet because I don't think I need this for anything. I don't. Yeah, I can sell this. You know, I'm willing to sell like 80 fabric because we have a ton of it. I think what I want though is parts. Though they are expensive. You lost during the storm, I believe. Yeah, some parts maybe. Exactly. You're thinking the same thing I am. How are we doing on fuel? Pretty solidly. Pretty solidly. Let's go ahead and add another harpy here. Trade route. Yeah, we'll sell some berries, sure. Food's coming in at a nice clip. That's good. The only thing we're missing here is this. And I'm going to bring this over here so we can focus on clearing out that area. Meanwhile, I think you're all set. So let's put a hearth right here. And if I did my math correctly, yeah, there we go. Do you have enough cis generation for that ghost, or do you need to force it? You know, that's a good question. I don't actually know. I might not have enough cis generation, but I also don't have any source of water, so what's the worst that happens? I get like a ton of hostility and it will vanish. How many do we need? We need 12. We have 7. I think we're okay. Let's go ahead and, of course, fire all of our woodcutters. Which will help a bit. And then if I do this, that'll help a bit more. Switch this to, let's say we want to do seam arrow primarily. And then I can lower hostility significantly. Small foragers camp is out of stuff to forage. Well, we can't have that. Excuse me, I held down shift. There we go. You also have parts for rain collector. That's true. I do have parts I could use for rain collector. And, not a bad idea. Do my orders need... I don't need any more... Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that. That's a very good point. Let's toss 2 humans in the herb garden. Not that there'll be much for them to herbalize yet, but you know. Should be alright. How are we doing? We need 3 more. And how long do we have? 12 minutes? I think we have enough if we can... if we do that. Ooh, even more coal for cysts. Free mushrooms when we grain. Generous gifts going up. Let's go ahead and do burnt to a crisp a second time. Just so we can get a ton of coal. Just so much coal. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. And we need to re-beaver our woodcutting camps. And this seems like a great spot to end the first video. So, if you're watching on YouTube, remember it's live Monday and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Any changes to that schedule get announced on @GhostFidgeMedia, my dedicated Twitter account for any videos I make. There will be more eventually, I swear to God. It's just a question of squeezing it in around a job where things are heating up. We're putting on a conference this summer, and we've got like 10 weeks to go before it happens. So videos might be on hold for a while. But regardless, I've got the Twitter account, and we'll be using it more eventually. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, followed, commented, shared, all that wonderful stuff. And also, if you could just do me a favor and have a great week, that'd be great. Bye, YouTube.